This is the 2017 Nissan GT-R Nismo. It's the most powerful and most hardcore Nissan GT-R ever produced for the road. And here in Australia, it costs a measly $299,000. But the question is, with significant input from Nissan's own dedicated motorsport division Nismo, has Nissan gone too far with the GT-R? I'm a little excited. And more than a little nervous, but I can't wait to find out. Oh man, Jesus. This thing, oh wow, okay. This thing's a bit of a weapon. While I get to grips with this, a brief history lesson. If you're as big a fan of the GT-R as I am, you'll know it's a name that dates back to the late 1960s. But the one most people remember is the iconic R32 GT-R, which burst onto the world stage in 1989 and took Australian touring car racing by storm in the early 90s. This was followed up by the R33 GT-R in the mid-90s, before the R34 GT-R took over in 1999. But while each car was faster than the one that came before it, all of them shared a common link. They weren't just race cars for the road, they were drivers' cars. Cars with their souls entrenched in the foothills and mountain roads of Japan. Ever since 2007, when this car, the R35 GT-R, arrived, the game and the focus changed. It wasn't just about passion and heritage anymore, it was about speed and plenty of it. Launching with 353 kilowatts of power and 588 newton meters of torque, the original R35 GT-R claimed 0 to 100 in around 3.5 seconds. By 2013, power and torque had grown to 404 kilowatts and 628 newton meters. 0 to 100, the claim time dropped to 2.7 seconds. 2.7 seconds. That's on par with a Lamborghini Aventador and a McLaren 650S. But for Nissan, that still wasn't enough. So they built this beast. Still using effectively the same twin-turbo, 3.8 litre V6 engine it's always had, the GT-R Nismo puts out a seriously healthy 441 kilowatts of power and 652 newton meters of torque, and it claims a top speed of 315 kilometers an hour. Now, Nissan hasn't said what this will do 0 to 100, but know this, with more power and more torque than a standard GT-R, the Nismo also weighs 26 kilos less, thanks to some awesome forged alloy wheels and plenty of carbon fibre. Better yet, trick aero and stiffer suspension were added. The chassis became more rigid. Stickier rubber was developed and fitted. It sits so flat and it's so agile, it's so happy going around these bends. Bigger turbochargers from Nismo's GT3 race car were thrown on, and the list goes on. All done with one goal in mind: speed. It couldn't just be fast. They'd already done that. It had to be faster. Faster than it had ever been before. And the result? This is mental. Oh man. Breathe on the throttle anywhere near around 4,000 RPM and this thing just takes off. It is seriously fast. Approach a corner faster than you think you should and this thing just goes around. It's not just the power either. You've got these awesome brakes, this really impressive turn-in. It is a whole complete package, this thing. Thankfully, Nissan also moved the paddle shifters for the 6-speed gearbox to the steering wheel instead of being on the column like it used to be. And it's much, much better. Never mind winning hearts and minds, shock and awe is what the Nismo GT-R is all about. The Nissan GT-R Nismo is one seriously cool car, but is it too much? While its predecessors had personality and character, the GT-R Nismo just has outright pace. And as good as it is, maybe, just maybe, it is too much.